Hey there, this is Darren LaCroix. I am live with Guy Burns, my buddy Guy. How are you, Guy?
I'm awesome, Darren. How about you, sir?
I'm doing very well, thanks. Hey, thanks for joining me. I really wanted to talk about multiple streams because you have a great story, and you, my friend, are someone that I think a lot of people can relate to since you procrastinated for quite a while before you created your own product, right?
Yeah, about 20 years.
Well, I hope everyone watches or whoever's watching doesn't wait 20 years to do that. But what was it that got you to finally say, hey, maybe I can do this?
You made me do it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gave me, you gave me an idea, a direction to go. You had heard me speak a little bit. You knew some of the things that I espoused, and you said, write up some questions. Let's interview this. Let's turn it into a product. And literally from inception to product in hand was 3 days.
Wow. And what did that do for so let's start with your confidence. What did that do for your confidence?
It did several things. One is the fact that I now had a product made it so I could speak other places. The other is I realized that there was some value inside of me and that I could get it out in a way that that was usable and that people could relate to.
Wow. And now, so back then you were just an emerging speaker. So tell us a little bit about where you're at right now. You speak and consult all over the world.
I do. Thank you. I've spoken now in 10 countries, had somewhere between 50 and 75,000 people have seen me speak. And I worked with seminar companies for a while. I left those a few years ago and just absolutely loving life. I've written a book that's allowed me to speak a lot of places. And the book became also not just a book, but then an audio program and a deck of cards. And it just kind of expanded from there.
Wait. You took one idea and you turned it into 3 different streams of income?
I did.
It isn't so.
It's multiple streams. Exactly. Sometimes some people have just purchased the book, but in the book, it talks about the fact that if you would like a daily or a weekly reminder and a daily reminder, then there's another product that goes along with it. They can receive an audio every week. It's a 3-minute audio done on audio postcard, which you taught me how to set up. And they get an audio once a week. And then they also have a reminder deck of cards. So it kind of grew from there.
So tell me about the cards. So that's a different stream of income, a different product than a lot of people probably used to. What is that about?
Well, what I did is I took a deck of cards. I took the pips or the pictures out of the middle, and I put a few words in the middle. And so what happens when somebody buys the entire program, which is the ebook, the audio program, the weekly audios, and the deck of cards, it sells on my website for $250. And so every week they get the audio that tells them what they should focus on this week. And then they physically have a card that they can put on their desktop. There's 52 weeks or 52 cards in a deck. And every time they see the card, it reminds them of what their goal is for what they're working on this week.
Wow, that's great. And a lot of times we have to help people. We've got to keep them going and find ways. So any product is a way that it's a tool that helps the people get the result that they want. So, Guy, where do you think you would be right now if you hadn't started with multiple streams?
It's hard to say. When I created that first product, and it's allowed me to speak at some different places, and the whole program of Get Paid and all the different models that were in there, the different streams that you could get through Get Paid, I probably would not be living my dream today. I wake up each day and pinch myself. And going through the Get Paid and then learning how to create products absolutely has changed every area of my life.
So whether it's an emerging speaker or maybe even a seasoned pro who only has 1 or 2 streams of income, what would you tell them? What would your advice to them be?
Well, you never want to count. You never want to put all your eggs in one basket, obviously. The speaking industry is more affected by the economy a lot of times, whereas products, people still need to improve. The more ways that we have to offer value, the more ways that we have to give content. It's really selfish only to have one business model. If you just speak, you can't get it all out. If you only sell products but you're not willing to speak, multiple streams of income gives you more flexibility. It gives your clients more ways to receive the content, and everybody learns differently.
Sweet. And how would you tell people, like, just your advice now that you've had all this experience, where would you tell them to look, or what's the first product they should create, or how should they figure out what should I create?
It really depends on their business model. It depends on their product. With webinars now, there's a lot of people that are creating products by doing a webinar. If you have an hour of good, solid content, you can create a webinar, then turn it into an evergreen webinar. Other people can sign up. It can launch other products. You and I sat in the room with an audio recorder and a series of questions, and we created a product in an hour. We cleaned it up, we edited it, we sent it off and got a bunch of CDs. So there is no one size fits all. Some people love to write, other people don't write as well. What you want to do is who is your audience, who are you trying to reach, who do you want to help, and how's the best way that works for your personality to do that?
Well, Guy, I am so proud of you and what you've created. You're a great example, and you've become a better sponge than me. So you inspire me for what you do. So Guy Burns, congratulations. Thanks for taking a couple minutes to help other people know the importance in your whole career of just starting to work on multiple streams of speaking income. Thanks for joining me, buddy.
Absolutely. Anytime. Thanks, Darren.
And where would people go if they want to find out more about you?
GuyBurns.biz, B-I-Z, GuyBurns.biz.
GuyBurns.biz. Thanks, Guy.
Guy
I really
Burns
appreciate
business.
it, buddy.
Thanks.
Take care.